What's going on YouTube? Back with another episode of I Know Chris. Today we're going to be doing some cooking on the pit barrel cooker. We're going to be outside today enjoying the sunlight in Georgia while we can. It's been raining for the last couple of days and it's been really flooding everywhere down here where we live at. But anyway, we're going to get right into this video. I got my fire starter already started here. You can see the smoke coming up, and we're going to put the chimney starter on top of that so we can get it going and those coals hot, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to shoot you around to that real quick. There you see the fire starter's in there burning. Chimney starting to smoke. And we get these coals good and hot on top and ashed over and red. We're going to throw them over here into the basket. The basket will be put over here into the pit barrel. And I'll catch you back up when we get to that point. Be right back. Alright, we're back outside. I guess you're asking yourself, well, I know Chris, what are we cooking today? What are we cooking on the pit barrel cooker? Well, what we're cooking today, let's look in here. We got us some chicken quarters. Alright, got them hooked up here, ready to go, because we are hanging these today. We are going to be hanging them. Well, I also want to let you know something else. We're going to be trying this new rub here. I picked this up at Lowe's. It is the Operation Barbecue Relief. It is Florida Mojo, my bad, rub. I don't know why they call it rub. It's not really good to rub this stuff. I always like to just put the seasoning on whatever I'm going to be cooking. And it does just fine. Just let it sit for about 5 or so minutes. Let it blend into your meat. And I usually have no issues with it. This right here, Florida Mojo rub, has a Cuban blend of garlic, citrus, and cumin. You can pick this up at Lowe's, like I said. It's Operation Barbecue. They donate like $1 for every container this sold to the hurricane relief from Florida when they had Irma come through at Michael. So I'm hoping it's going to be really good on this chicken. I think it will. They recommend it for chicken, fish, and some beef, but I think this chicken is going to be really good. So let's go ahead and pop this open here, and let's put it on this chicken. I'm going to put a good bit. Like I said, I'm going to let this sit on this chicken. Put it around here, get some on the bottom too. Doing the best I can here with this camera. Y'all bear with me. It's gonna come in there and help me out a little bit. The wind is not helping us at all. I hope this audio is coming out all right. The rain's finally gone away. The sun's come out, but the wind is in full working, which it is March. And in March you usually get a good bit of wind. Gonna make sure we get the chicken covered real good. That's the last thing you want, is it not to be well seasoned. I put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on this chicken, just to help. It helps the brown the skin a little bit more if you do that, I found out. Anyway, we're gonna cover this up, let this sit here for a few minutes, and we should have the coals about ready in a few minutes to bring from the chimney. We're gonna put the basket down the pit barrel cooker, and then we'll be putting the chimney, dumping it in there on the coals and getting them good and hot. Once that comes up to temperature in the pit barrel cooker, we're gonna slap this chicken on here and we're gonna see what happens today. Well, I'll be right back with you in a few minutes. Okay, we're back outside. I think the chimney is about ready. It looks like it's good and hot. We're gonna go ahead and take this and dump it into the pit barrel over here. Alright, got the basket down the side. It's best to put the basket down the side unless you got a hook. So we're gonna go ahead and dump them in there like so. Put that on the table out of the way because that will burn you. I'm gonna take this rebar here, spread my coals out a little bit. Whew, ash, it's hot. And I'll give this probably about another 5-10 minutes for these coals to catch these coals that I just dumped on top of on fire, and to bring it up to temp where I want it. And then we'll be ready to dump some apple wood. That's what we're gonna put in there and start cooking. Go ahead, bring my rebars back on here. So we're not cooking on the rack today. We are gonna be hanging. Well, anyway, today is going to be a double cook. It's not going to be a single cook. I know I told you we was doing some chicken quarters, but look at what we got up under here. Got a car coming by. You got to avoid the loud noise of the cars on the highway right there, because we live right on the highway. But anyway, I got some mustard on these baby back ribs, because I always like to put mustard on there. The vinegar in it, I believe, helps keep the ribs nice and tender while you're cooking. We're also going to be cooking with something different today. It's a Twisted Q. I found this rub and used it on the last ribs I cooked, and it was really good. This is smoking applewood all-purpose rub. It's got cane sugar, chili pepper, and other spices. I'm sure it's got, let's see what we got on the back here. So what I can find here for you. Cane sugar, chili pepper, paprika, onion spice, black pepper, cumin. So I think, and with that applewood, which we're going to be using applewood chips, this ought to be some good rub. I hope it is. But we're going to throw it on these ribs here. But like I said, what I'm trying to show you today is that you can cook more than one thing on the spit barrel. You ain't got to just hang one thing and cook it. You can cook more than one thing. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to be sprinkling this on here. It's coming out kind of quick. And this is nothing wrong with going a little heavy on this. I'm going to tell you something. I did last time and it did not hurt it at all. Actually, I like it a little heavy on my ribs. You do your thing. This is what I like to do. I like to go big. Big's always better. That's what they say, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get that good on there. I don't rub it in. I kind of just pat it in and let it sit here and let the meat liquefy it in there. All that goodness. I got the hooks in place. I don't remove the membrane. You can remove the membrane if you want to. I'm tell you, I cooked it with the membrane, without the membrane. I can't tell no difference. It's a preference thing if you ask me. I just don't see it. So what I'm saying, if you start touching it, starts coming off, you don't want to do that. And the bottom is not as important as the top, but we're gonna get it on there anyway. Get a good coat on everything. Yes, sir. This is gonna be some good. All right, we're gonna let this sit here for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll be hanging this in the chicken quarters on the pit barrel once it comes up the temp. Check back with you in a little bit. Alright, we're back outside. We're getting ready to put the meat on the pit barrel. I said a while ago that I used this the last time on the ribs. I didn't. I actually used Twisted Q, and this was the one I used the last time with Sweet Heat. But today we're going with the smoked apple. I just want to clear that up because I said I used this the last time, and I did not. I used Twisted Q, and it was great with this. But this right here, we're trying for the first time today, and we're going to see how it comes out on the baby backs. I'm hoping it comes out real good. And subscriber Jim asked about getting some videos up of some injections and some like pork butts or something like that, or shoulder. I've done that before on the pit barrel and it came out great, Jim, and I will get you a video up of that as soon as I can. It's just this weekend we are prepared to cook some ribs and chicken, but I will get you a video up of that, and I appreciate your comment, appreciate you coming by and watching the videos. So if we will, real quick, we're gonna get my wife to focus on this right here. We'll grab these meats up with the handy dandy pit barrel cooker hook retriever, and we're gonna start hanging these chickens. And I just want you to see when I put these in here, probably too close to the camera, but you can get a lot of meat in here, a lot of meat. I'll let her look at that in just a minute. I'll get them all in here. You can hang ribs, chickens. You can even get a rack that goes in here that has a hole in it that allows you to hang ribs on one side, flip it up, and then put like pork butt on the other side. I think I'll put that chicken right there. Alright, we'll grab these ribs real quick. All these hooks came with the pit barrel cooker. I think it's a total of 8 you get with it. Put a little space in between there like that. But I'll come out here a little later and maybe switch the chicken around. Maybe switch it from one side to the other side, so make sure there's a full even cook. But I usually do not have no problem with that because this right here is like a convection oven. You put the lid on it, the heat just circulates and cooks this chicken and this pork or whatever you put in here. The juices drip down into the coals, and when they drip down into the coals, it sends the steam up, and that steam just keeps the meat usually good and tender and juicy. See, like I want to touch on something else. How y'all like my shirt? It's not my personal shirt. I got this from One Hot Mama's out of Hilton Head, but it is a cool shirt. I like to cook in it. We also use Kingsford charcoal today. I prefer to use charcoal without a lot of fluid. You can use whatever you want, but to me with this and just adding your wood flavors is the best way to go. You don't get no chemical flavor in your meat. Got another car going by, sorry about that. But you also, this is what they recommend for the pit barrel. It's Kingsford. I've used cheaper charcoal in here, it will work, but the cooking times are definitely different. So anyway, we're gonna put the lid on here as soon as we get some applewood toast in here. Got a few applewood chips right here. Cars are still busy on this road today. I'm just gonna throw a hunk of them down in there. People say soak your wood chips. Nah, you don't. Sometimes I use wood hunks, but we're going with applewood chips. Yes, they're flaming up, but guess what? I put this lid on this baby, they can go right out, and it's gonna be cooking. I'm gonna go ahead, put that on like so, and let this pit barrel cooker do its thing. And that's what it does. This chicken, we're looking at about an hour and 45 minutes on the chicken to be done. Looking at about 165 internal temperatures, what we're gonna be looking at. But use about an hour 30 minutes, hour 45 minutes, they will be at 165. The baby back ribs, I'll give them about two and a half hours to 3 sometimes. But the temperature today is kind of warming up outside, so I'm thinking about 2.5. They should be ready to pull up off this pit barrel. But anyway, we'll check back in a little bit. I'm not really going to do nothing. I'm not even going to spritz these ribs today. I'm just going to let them hang and cook this just how they are. And I think everything's going to come out great. But anyway, we'll check back in a little bit and we'll see what we got. We got them in the house, on the plate, and tasting these babies and letting you know how good they are. Check back with you then. Hey, we're back outside. We're going to get this chicken up off the pit barrel real quick. It's been out here for about an hour and 45 minutes. So I'm going to pull it up out the pit barrel and we're going to throw it over here on the plate and get it inside. Ribs got about another 15 so 20 minutes left on those, I think, and they'll be ready to come up. Right now we're just going to pull the chicken up, throw it over here. Try and do this all by myself here. It's a little tough. Anyway, there's that chicken come all up. It's good and juicy and hot. Looking good, looking good. Got the ribs in here still going. Won't be much longer on these ribs. Seen that bone starting to pull apart right there in the back? That's when it starts pulling apart, or back like that, as they call it. Pit masters call it. It's about ready to come up off there. So we get them about another 15 minutes or so. They'll be ready to come up. And like I said, there's our chicken. Where I got it up. I cooked to an internal temperature of 175 degrees is what I went to. It looks very juicy. Clear juice is running out of it. But we'll get it inside and check it out. Alright, we're back outside. These ribs are ready to come off. We're cooking for about 2.5 hours. I'm going to go ahead and take them off. They are piping hot. Look at how juicy that looks there. Can you see that? Watch out there. My wife's running the camera. Look at them things there. My God. Got the chicken out a little while ago. Just put it over here and plated it. It's cooling down. But those beautiful ribs we just took out of there. Can't get no better looking at. Look at, oh my God, it looks delicious. Today we cooked with the Twisted Q. Got more cars coming by. Smoked applewood. We put that on the ribs today. It'll be the first time trying that. I hope it's really good. And then we went with this Florida Mojo rub on the chicken. So I'm hoping that's gonna be real good. Never tried it before, but the ingredients sound awesome. So tell you what we're gonna do. Let's unhook one of these chickens right here. Still a little warm. Find where that bone is there. Cut in half. Not the best knife for doing this. Gotta get a better knife. I need to get a cutting board, that's for sure. But my God, oh my gosh. Can you see that? Let's pull that skin back. Can you see the juices running out of that chicken?
Very juicy.
My God. And my wife sampled a piece a while ago, and she said it was really good.
And I don't eat grilled food too much.
This is what we're thinking.
But it's delicious.
It's hot, but this is what we're thinking. Man, take a bath like a cat with that. So juicy. Definitely go pick you up a bottle if you want to cook some chicken. It's got, you can taste the lime, cilantro, cumin in there, garlic. You taste it all. Pick this up at Lowe's. Delicious on chicken. First time cooking up, definitely be going back on my chicken again. Oh, all over my face. Looking like a madman, caveman in the yard. God, that was good. Whew. Man, I hate cutting these ribs, they're so hot, but woo. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Scoop? Oh my God, y'all see how easy that cut? I don't know if you see that. The camera might blur it, but there's a smoke ring around there. I don't even got sauce on this, we're just gonna give it a bite, okay? Oh my God. On camera caught that juice shooting out my mouth. It is, man, the juices is just, ooh, my God. Should stay on the bone, but it comes off clean back. That's what you want to see. Okay, people. Let me clean myself up here. Can't go wrong with Twisted Q. I haven't tried a product yet that has not been awesome. I ain't sponsored by Twisted Q, but if they want to send me some seasons or anything, I'll be glad to take it and do a review on it. Same thing with this Operation Barbecue. They got other seasons at Lowe's. Got to try out some of the other rubs. Awesome stuff. Well, I really enjoyed today cooking. Bringing y'all this video. It's getting kind of late right now. But until the next time, y'all keep tubing, and we'll catch you later.